All right, let's see how this works out. For the Lord RPG, oh, this is the bigger one. Let me get a smaller one. Or is this the right one? Let me see. Oh yeah, same one, okay. All right, so this is my 8x10 version. And then this is 8.5 by 11. And I'm unsure if I'm gonna be doing this, which is, this here is my handy dandy, like the assets. And you can download these. You don't even need, to do this print. I did it just to check it out, and I like the paper as well. And what I discovered from this printing place is that the spine of this doesn't work very well. They start to come out. And so I'm actually going to do that right now. I'm going to break it apart and start cutting out some pieces with my hand scissors to show you how you can get like everything you want in this game. This is the rules and the GM stuff. And then there is another publication that I'm doing of all the creatures, but I don't have a printed version of it yet. I have the PDF and I need to send it to the printer, but I haven't gotten that done yet. And I will in the new year. But this is an optional thing I'm doing, which I have, and this is like a GM screen. I made it so when you finally take all this out, there won't be a GM screen. So let's get started and just see what this looks like. This is a prototype, so here I go. I'm gonna go ahead and, just start removing the, see it comes out. And I chose for the actual game book, the rule book, to go ahead and do the staple one because, it's just handier. It's easier to leave it out like this. And obviously the page you're probably gonna want it on for the most of the game is this one. And in the game, you're only gonna need this page, really. And I don't even really use, I use this and this. I use the nat fumbles and the denouement, for the morale of the bad guys and the running away. This stuff is kind of like just general knowledge that I kind of already know, and you can kind of pick and choose what you want during the game. And even in order of combat or initiative, there's no initiative. You just let people go and kind of use common sense. Who's got what lighter weapons? Who's kind of seems like they'd be slower? And I just roll with it. And if a player wants to just go first, I'll let them go. Why not? This is basic game mechanic stuff for the the DRR. Die rank result is one of the. Or I really love this new concept that I'm doing. The basic game concept of skills is the die ranks: D4, D6, D8, D10, D12. That's how you go up in skills. And there is rules for above D12 to continue on with your character, so that you will never have an ending to their limit to them always slowly going up. And then here's a couple pages on explaining the different blessings, and that's really it. The rest of this here is for GM prep for the making the missions and stuff, or making the adventures and what they could encounter. But the game rules is all this. Oh, the other thing you might want to just know about is just the gear. Here's the weapon charts, and then here's the basic gear and kind of how they help the character. And the burden is just two heavy, 3 medium, and 4 light. That's what they can carry. They can carry more than that, and if they do, they have they take their armor save, and that will be their terrain penalty, or their penalty for being burdened, or their penalty for being in the mud. minus D8, minus D8. And you can either have them roll a negative D8 when they roll whatever skill they want to roll, or you can add that to the difficulty of 12. 12 being the generic default to do things, and it changes based on the their awareness and a shield and all that. But you can you can also roll this as if it is a penalty die, so that's harder for them to hit that person and add it to them. And that also shows how when you have an armor save that's really high, that's great. But then when you have a difficult terrain or you're overburdened, then that's the amount of penalty as well. So nice simple stuff like that. And like I said in my other videos, I'm a GM of 45 years now. I'm 55, and this is to me as in-depth, as rich And I did Roll Master, which is huge on rules. And this to me is as fun and as in depth and as wonderful as that. Oh, and here's the you know, for going up levels. And you don't have levels, you just buy upgrades for everything. Everything is pretty much upgradable in your except your defense. Your defense is not upgradable, but everything else is upgradable, including your hit points and all that. Defense is just starts with 12 plus your awareness. If you got a shield, if you got a helmet, shield or helmet, and that's it. And it can go up only if you raise your awareness, which is your dexterity. But awareness is, to me, is based on my experience. It's not the person that's the most dexterous that's able to dodge people. It's the one that's the most aware. Is what I've noticed in medieval combat. So, you know, boom. See, it comes out really nice and easy. And I'm going to cut these out. These are the, you know, these are the nice. And you just do this. And these are printable. These are all downloadable and printable on your own printer. So you can just create a little village. And I just like to go like that. Nice and easy. So you can have a little village buildings. And oh, that's a little on the edge there. Oh well. I try to fit these in, however, on the page. But there's your little farmhouse. I'll do some more of these. I just wanted to show you the basic concept here. You got your little pagan village here. You little savages, okay? Because in my game, you can use savage. You can use the word savage. You can use the word civilized. You're definitely going to use the word slave, because pagans love their slavery. And it was the white colonizer Brits and Americans who said, we don't like the slavery thing anymore. Yeah, we bought into it for a little while, naively and dumbly, but we as white male Christians don't like it anymore, and females too, of course, led abolition movements, and we're going to fight it. So pagans had slavery for thousands of years before the white Christian male was able to get in there and change that. Changed it in Europe, where Christianity was strong. You know, it took hundreds of years, but did end it there. And then, but slavery never ended in Africa and the Middle East, where Islam was had run over everything and controlled everybody. And it wasn't until the Christians came in that they said, we got to stop this. And that's what my game here is about. It's about teaching your kids and reminding you men in fellowship and edification that Christian missionaries, what they had to do. You know, sometimes they had what compromises and they had to take, and then how they had to like sort of figure out the culture of an area and take, you know, figure out what to do and how to confront that evil. I'm going to we got giants, we got crazy animals. To me, a bear, you know, a feral bear, like a demonic possessed or drug-addled by pagan rituals. These are more frightening to me than a troll or, you know, or something fantastical. Don't get me wrong, I love fantasy, I love fantastical, but sometimes we need to get back to the primal, man, the scary. These are going to be brutal against people. And in my game, you don't have like 80 to 100 hit points. Okay, a really good warrior starts out with 16, and then to get more, it costs you glory points and costs quite a bit. Every time you go up, try to get more glory points, it costs you more. So it's not easy to get glory points. You can, you just got to spend more glory points on it. You know, and you get glory points like you do XP, but they're very basic. You get one for doing something pretty cool. Actually, I'm going to start from the middle because it seems like it's much better to do it that way. So yeah, glory points. So if, let's say, you the way you spend glory points to get hit points is you divide it by 4. So if I have 16 hit points, and it's called vitality points or vigor points or vitality. Vigor is for the bad guys and vitality is for the good guys. But vitality of 16, and if I wanted to get it, increase it, men can increase it with a D6, and women with a D4, because we are sexist here. We believe in male and female. And women and men are different. But so for men, it's D6, and they don't get a reroll. So if they have 16, they need divided by 4 is 4. So you need 4 glory points to get one more D6, and boom, they get 5. But so he'll have 21 vitality. But the next time he wants to try to raise it up again, it's going to cost him 5 glory points, right? Divided by 4. 21 divided by 4 is 5. So it'll cost him 5 glory points to get another D6. No reroll. Oof. Oh, let me really roll. Oh, wow. So this guy's got 32. So this person is pretty amazing. You know, as they're doing that, though, other characters are doing other, raising up other skills. So that person is really focused on their vitality. But I've yet to see anyone really go up that high. They've all been putting their, they've been finding that they need a lot of a varied amount of different skills, and they need to increase different traits. I'm really glad that the players that I've been playing all these, and you can see them on YouTube, but they're constantly like moving around their traits and their skills based on the game. We do a lot of very different things, and I make everything kind of relevant, from the social skills to the intellect skills to the to combat and stuff like that, and of course obviously preaching and interacting with local villagers and trying to convert them in the sense of allowing a church to be planted. So I'm going breaking this off. I do like this material. The price though for this to get printed is like 18 to 20 bucks, somewhere around there. And that, so I don't know if I want to, so the cost, I would make it like, 30 bucks because of shipping too. And I don't know if I want to make that kind of price point with this for everybody, because you could just print it out yourself. Although this definitely is a good material. I really like this. If this other printing place that I got this from, and it's separate from this, the price on this is really good. It's like $5, under $5 for this, as opposed to like 8 or 9 or 10 bucks for the other printing place. So I like this one, Morris Publishing or something, and it's only like, I ordered 25 of them, so it was like 100 bucks for 25 or something like that. It was like $4 to $5 each, and shipping was pretty cheap. And so that's great. But I have a whole bunch of them to do, like this version, the creature version, and then this. And maybe I'll see if this company can do this and how much for. But I know it gets closer and closer to this publishing companies as I get closer and closer to this stats thing. So it's I don't know. It's it could be the same price. All right, let me cut out some of these awesome looking holy knights here who believe in chivalry, who believe in honoring ladies and women and caring and charity and truth. I mean, imagine that, warriors. So, okay, let me go to this. Cutting out, I cut them out nice and simple first, just nice. And the reason I don't put lines in, because I don't want to concern myself with trying to follow exact lines. I just kind of cut them out, with enough space. And then I just fold it right kind of in the middle of where I think the head is there. There it is. And then I just kind of trim it at that point. And obviously you want the bottom to be pretty straight. And, and then of course if it's a digital file, you don't have to worry about making mistakes because you can just print it out again. But there's the guy. There's your little knight. And I did it this way, I'm a GM, but I'm thinking of, everything about this I love. I love the drawing because I can draw them nice and easy, and they're fun to draw. They're fun to color. It's very simple. The cartoony look. The paper I love because I can easily replace them with a printout. I can just easily, get them ready with cutting them out like this. I can put them away very easily now. I don't have a whole ton of shelves and of stuff and paint and blah blah blah. Everything, everything's just digital and nice and simple. Let me cut out a creature guy just for the fun of it. And you can, I can print out as many of these as I want. I can do a huge battle or whatever. It's all nice and cheap. I can create as much of a village that I want to create, or just keep it simple. Let me cut out. So this is here's some dragons. I'm gonna call these dragoons. See, we got our dragoons, our dragons. See these dragons? Tell me this ain't freaking scary. Try and tell me this is not scary. This is scary. To me, this is more scary, more frightful, more fantastical and incredible than those red or white dragons or D&D 5e dragons or dragon, whatever those are. Dragonlance dragons, I don't know. This to me, way more incredible. Here's a dragoon coming after the knights, fed and bred by a witch. Okay, get what I'm coming at here? Again, I will have I think I will do a fantasy setting as well, but with the same concept here, because I'm so happy and comfortable with this Dark Ages setting, or how I'm doing the evangelism and the game, the way the game works, evangelism and planning churches and all, that I'm not concerned now about putting a more fantastical, like using orcs, trolls, and then crazy dragons. I don't mind in magical stuff, so I don't mind, because I get it now. I get how Christianity and evangelism can work in the game, so I'm very comfortable with that now. After doing this for 2 years, jamming and figuring it out, and really getting a feel for this works. This really works. So because it really does feel like it works, I think it's going to be, I can do any setting. So yeah, so there's this printout. This I'm if I do this on a Kickstarter or just make it available on the website, I'm going to figure that out in the beginning of the year now. Now that I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to just the final product of this very easy to use game. And again, everything is about gameplay. This is very easy to use for the GM. The rules are very easy to use. The assets are very easy to use. The map pieces are very easy to use here. And what I really love too, let me move to this real quick. See, there's some more dragons. Ooh. There's your dragons. What I really love about this too is, the one thing I haven't figured out is how to organize all these little sheets. But I guess I gotta do it this way. Get the scissors out of the way. Got your little village. Here's an entrance to a mine, little mining props, cave. Big foresty tree, another one. I mean, you can obviously use your own props. There's like a crypt or tomb entrance, fencing. Got a village with fences there. Got some different types of villages. They're like forest huts. I'm looking for, there's guard towers, 2 different types. Here's some, of course, Stonehenge rocks, old Roman building, or Roman walls or ruins. Got your little fishing dock or pier, boats. Your little swamp marsh adventure. This is like a like a totem or offering totem. And obviously like a witch's hut or whatever, primitive cauldron, hanging stuff. I like to use this too for like the witches like to lure beasts into an area, and so they'll put some drug induced meat on it so that the bear will eat it and become like demon possessed, feral or drugged out, cocaine bearish. So those are like for the marshland. Some nice barns. All right, so here's the underground sort of mine with a fireplace, like mining stuff, like a treasure thing, loot. And then here's, of course, some underground climbing things. These are the ones I want to count, actually. Get them going on a underground thing. A couple here. These ones are more Romanesque, sort of villa type. Little structure for like going into a town or something. I can just pull these out. It's nice and easy at this point. Let me get this. Boy, it's gonna get all mixed up, but that's okay. It don't matter. It's all paper fun. And I do want to show the final sort of GM screen thing, or look at it myself, actually. Okay, more villa walls, guard towers, villa buildings. Do the opposite here to loosen it up. Oh, this is the marshes. So it's a villa building, some sort of market building. Here we go, getting into some rocks. You can put this in the water or just on the ground. Marshes, more marsh stuff. Definitely got to have some swamp, marsh, bog adventures. Trees for water or land. I never used this, and I haven't. Oh my gosh, I've never seen this one. This log, like a submerged giant log or something. I've never used that one. Don't even have it as a token. Oh, scary, bubbly water. Oh, here's the crypt type. Crypt floors. You know, try to do doubles so you have extra. But of course, you only put down the ones that they can see, right? You can always add ones as they move and subtract ones as they depart an area. But most, you know, obviously I'm going to make most of mine pretty small, pretty straightforward. The tombs or the mines or the dungeons. Oh, this one's going to rip. Try to figure that out. I wonder if the end ones are a little harder to get off. That did okay. Uh-oh, it's getting a little tougher. Last couple here. Columns. Okay, I just want to see this as a GM screen. Did I get it all? No, I went that far, okay. It's tough. Okay, so you got your little GM screen here. You know, I did the very easy to use these names. All right, Roman, Germanic names. I kind of mixed them all up. I probably should have done Roman and Germanic, but whatever. But they really did get mixed in the end. So let's do a name here. I'm going to do the first one. Cell 15. Celon 9. Celaneth. Celaneth. And then over here are sorcerer names and witch names. And these I actually got from historical sources. So, at least from what I've read in my missionary books and stuff. Let's do a witch name. 18. Gay. 12. Rid. Gairid. 3. Gairider. Gairider. See, you can get some weird, funky names. All right, and then what is this? Oh, this is your basic creatures and kind of like what, you know, if you just want to use this, you can just use this as opposed to worrying about, you know, you could just come up with different things. Basic tomb understandings, denouement. Obviously, I use this one all the time. Oh, I hope I have fumble on here. Yeah, that one foibles. There's that. And these are kind of like so the players could see this side as well. It's sort of handy for the players, and this is for the GM. General clergy breakdown. Activity nearby up to D12. Curses, maladies, just to give you a reminder of the different basic black magic stuff for combat. That was it for that one, man. Very, very good. Let me see here. Let me see what the players can see, and plus the GM. So foibles, just remind you of the actions, how blessings work. Limb chart, what's free actions. Weapons is very important. There are different styles here for the weapons. Armor, obviously. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's a GM screen. Let me see if that... You know, it's obviously only two things. But it was just a book cover, and I just wanted to use it. So, that's what that is. And you can throw that away. You don't really need that one. But there is your fun little minis. Fighting a dragon. A dragoon! See? For the Lord RPG with... And there's more assets coming too. I keep drawing more. And there's the For the Lord RPG. Dark Gauges. There's the Apostles of the APOC one. This is a smaller print. I'm going to do it in this size. But same game system, but with more combat and robots and gonzo, post-apocalyptic. And this also has a secondary book too with it. There's even a Christians in Space one, which I don't have a print of. But they're all PDFs on my website right now, and this is downloadable on my website right now. So you don't even need any miniatures when you play this game. You can just use this. So you don't even you only need this. I mean, I've used this for all my games. You know, doing a little jigsaw puzzle, figuring out how I want to do it. All on VTT, obviously, but hopefully the family will start wanting to play one here. We're going to try to do that, I think, tonight. We'll see. But, you know, the wife and my daughter, but the daughter's, you know, she's 19. She's kind of got her own life right now. Okay, so For the Lord RPG, the Dark Ages. And this is it. Yeah, I mean, I got to do some more cutting, but I'm tired. All right, that's my little video on fun stuff. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the game of life, roll holy dice. Okay?